Hey guys, this is Heather. I'm attempting to do an eye makeup, well I guess slash half of my face tutorial. I'm starting with my eyes. I'm going to try and do a sunset look with my eyes. But I'm going in with an orange from James Charles palette. It's called, oh crap, I don't even have the... Okay, I found it. It's shade 518 from the James Charles palette. Next, I go in with the shade Code James. I'm going into the inner crease of my eye. I do this to kind of shape my eyes. I've also started pulling it in more because before I would only go kind of to the white inner part of my eye and I would stop with the color, but going in more, I feel like it's going to make your eye seem or look bigger. The next color I go in with is also from the James Charles palette. It's the shade 10% off. I'm going to go ahead and darken my crease a little with it and apply it to the outer corner and inner part of my eye so I can do a halo look in the middle. This is definitely my least favorite part. I'm terrible at shaping my eyes with this, so I'm sure this is why my look always turns out not so right. Next, I go in with the shade Tune. I'm putting this in the center of my eye for the halo. It's just kind of the base color I went with, so when I go in with the glitter shade next, it will stick or show up a little bit better. Next, I've wetted my brush and I have packed on some of the color So Good by the James Charles palette. I'm putting it in the center over the color Tune to give it that more sunset feel. Now I'm going to take a bigger brush and I'm going to go back in with that color Tune, and I'm using it as kind of a base color now. So I'm going to blend the harsh colors on top, try and blend those out with this color. Now in the corner of my eye, I am going to pack the color So Good, the same as what's in the center of my eye. Next, I'm going underneath my eye with a thin, flat brush. I'm going to kind of create a liner with the color 10% off. It's the same color I used to deepen my crease in the outer and inner corners of my eye. Next, I grab a bigger brush and I'm using the color Tune to try and blend it. But first I need to grab my concealer so this color will actually stick to my face because I have super oily skin, so everything ends up falling off. Here's a little close-up, not looking too bad. Kind of impressed. Yeah. So I noticed in the middle the orange kind of wasn't showing through, so I'm just going to kind of go back through and touch up these colors and blend them a little bit further out. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that eye look. So now I'm just going to go in with my concealer on some of my oily parts of my face and just parts that I want to be a little bit brighter or lighter of a shade. Pause for a second. Look who came to join us. This is Bocephus. He loves me so much. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover half of my face with my foundation, which is probably 2 shades too dark for my face. Kind of embarrassing, kind of don't care, whatever. Mom life. My favorite step definitely is contouring. I normally start by finding my cheekbone and I will place kind of right above the bottom of it and go down with my brush. And also I blend downwards when doing this step. Now I'm just kind of setting my face with some CoverGirl foundation powder. I used to use the Ulta pressed setting powder, but that powder was definitely way too white and left a harsh white residue. So I guess I'm just gonna try this and hopefully it'll work okay. Now we're gonna go in with our blush. I use the Pacifica Coconut Blush. On this one I used the darker pink color, and when I place this, I place it right above the contour so it kind of helps blend the contour. And then I also smile a little bit so I make sure that I get my cheeks. For mascara, I'm going to use the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. It's probably one of my favorite mascaras I've used. Normally I use the IT mascara, but when I was checking out at Ulta, the sales associate, she told me that she loved this mascara and they were all wearing it, and she sold me when she told me it was like $13, so I bought it. Next, and pretty much least, I'm going to be highlighting. I used the color Ring Light from the James Charles palette. I'm going to apply this kind of at the top of where I put the blush on my cheekbones, so the top part of the cheekbone, and kind of go around my eye and the shadows of my face. Add a little bit above the eyebrow, middle of the forehead, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, above the lip, and a little bit on the chin. It just makes you glow. So I added a little bit of lip gloss to my last step, but this is pretty much the finished look. I'm kind of satisfied with it. I could have probably added some black liner on top of the eye. It definitely would have helped it. Eyelashes always. But thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.